Good evening, Deb here. Day 33, take 2. Yeah, don't you love when you record a whole video and then you go replay it and realize your microphone's out of it? But I have to make a decision. And since I moved it from the shop to here, oh well, long story short. The microphone didn't work, redoing the video. It was really good the first time. Anyways, the word of the day is death. Not a fun topic for a lot of people. Not a scary topic for those who think they're coming back or know that we're just a soul inhabiting a physical body. We have lessons to learn, and we learn our lessons, and then we go on, and we can come back if we want to, or we can stay out in the spirit world, whatever. So we all have varying beliefs about death, but personally it's not anything I'm afraid of. It's very much like children who don't want to go to bed. The only thing I fear, I don't even know that fear is the right word. The only thing I have concerns about death is that I might miss something. And the same thing. You tell a child to go to bed at 7 o'clock, he's positively sure in his little 4-year-old mind that something is going to happen at 8 o'clock and he's going to miss it. So, I don't want to miss anything. However, depending on belief systems, if I'm up there being a spirit, or out here being a spirit, or just being my soul thing, I'm going to see it anyway. So what is there to fear? It was kind of interesting that there are so many websites on the internet, and I found out that according to the death clock at deathclock.com, I am due to expire on April 21st of 2056. Now that's a Friday. Friday's a good day. I like Fridays. That is based on my birth date, year, so that my age, and my body mass index, which I'm at the optimum weight for my height. Therefore, I really don't feel like 2056, which would make me, I think it's 86 years old. I don't know, I didn't do math on that. Too young for me. But I have 1,533,712,477 seconds to live as of 4:30 today, according to that one. Now, if you go to findyourfate.com, that's even worse, because they ask you about your diet, how much alcohol you consume, whether you're near secondhand smoke, how many vegetables you eat, how much protein, how you have it cooked, a lot more detailed questions, and they've decided I'm going to die on August 14th of the year 2046. Well, that certainly doesn't appeal to me at all, because this is 2007. I guess I'd be 96. See, I wish I was good at head math. I'm just not. Alright, let's see. If it's 2006 minus 1960. Yep, I'd be 96 the first time, which is still too young, but I'm liking that one better than the 86 that the second one gives me. I also figured out how much caffeine I have to consume at energyfiend.com in order to expire. And if I drink just coffee that I have 2 cups a day of, which is not bad, mind you, I have to drink 82.53 cups of coffee. Now I'm assuming that's in a 24-hour period to expire from caffeine overdose. So, all the fun facts you want to know about dying. Another cool site was Death Online. Yes, Death Online. This is an Australian site that feels that death should not be a taboo subject, so they cover cremation, what happens at the morgue, how you get embalmed, all about mummies, and a very interesting topic that I don't even know anything about and can't pronounce it right, Zoroastrianism. Some Indian belief that you lay the body out and the sun and the vultures take care of disposing of the body. I know y'all are just thrilled. No American has died of old age since 1951. Okay, so that means it has to be heart disease or cancer or diabetes or something else. But what about these people that live to be 102, are technically free of disease, their heart just stops? Like, you remember, I don't know if any of y'all remember the little sisters, probably be 140 now if the media hadn't caught a hold of them and traveled them all over the country. But they were just living as happy as they can be in a little cabin up in the woods, eating buttermilk biscuits and eggs and, you know, all the stuff they tell us not to eat. And they were both in their hundreds, very content and happy. And someone wrote a book, and next thing you know, they're traveling, and next thing you know, they're dying. But I'm sorry, but if you're 100 and something, isn't that like old age? I don't know what they put as the cause of death on those. Anyways, there's also 200 euphemisms, I always pronounce that wrong, but euphemisms about death. Kicking the bucket, croaking, going to Abraham's bosom. You know, we have 200 different ways to say they're dead. Well, what's wrong with just saying they're dead? Why do we have to have 200 ways to say you're dead? Interesting. So, if you want to know more about that, just all you have to do is put in death under Google, and you will be amazed at what's there. But my main reason for having this as a word of the day is not so much to talk about the dying of the biological body, because that's truly the only part that dies. But as we've stated through all of this, is as we're going through this law of attraction thing, it's death of beliefs, death of old ways of doing things. I mean, aren't those the hardest things to kill? Is the things that we're used to doing every day, the habits, the routines, this is my life, this is the way I've always done it. Those are the things that need to die off. I know in my garden, if a flowering plant blooms and I do not go out and deadhead it, it will not produce as many blossoms as if I go out and cut off the dead stuff. Dead weight, you know, that's where all these phrases come on. It's stuff that's holding you down. A lot of people will use the phrase when someone in their family dies or someone who's close to them dies, it's like part of me died. Well, not to sound crass, but if you felt that strongly about it, perhaps it was holding you down and it's part of you that needed to die and you need to cut it loose. And I know that sounds mean, but the person who passed on is not unhappy. Why should you be? So, enough about death. Hopefully all of y'all can come to an easing of your mind about death. I believe in the theory of souls and growth, and personally I think if I do come back, it's one or two more times that I pretty much got this down and learned everything I need to learn. And it's funny how sometimes you could meet someone, whether they're 2 years old or 80 years old, and you just know that's an old soul who won't be back too many more trips to this earth to learn their lessons. So, anyways, I feel like I'm a mature soul and won't be back too many more times. I'm sure I'll come back one more, because the raising of the kids thing, boy, that can take something out of you. So, the wedding was a success. My son came in from LA. I got to meet his live-in girlfriend finally. Lovely lady. A lot of fun. Kind of an opposites attract kind of thing, because he's very laid back and cool, and she's very animated. The wedding went well. The wedding couple are on their honeymoon, and because I had decided to give them the equity in the house as a wedding present, I went ahead and moved all my things out of the master bedroom, and that's why we have a different background here. And I moved into one of the secondary bedrooms so that they could start feeling as though this is their house and not I'm living with Mom, but Mom lives with me. You know, the responsibility thing. So I spent a couple of days moving furniture and cleaning things and doing laundry and all the things that hadn't been done in their rooms since who knows when. So they'll be back tomorrow at 2, and I'm pretty much done with what I'm going to do. It's all up to them now. I'm waiting on them to fund the rest of the kitchen project. I did get the upper cabinets done, and this fall. I haven't worked on my book. My editor is getting cataract surgery, and she was due to be out of that on the 10th. I'm just waiting for an email that says she's okay to start editing. About my morning glories yesterday, the backyard's looking very nice. I just haven't put any more plans or thought into that lately. I have pretty much finished everything on my certification course except for 3 case studies and my thesis, but I did outline it. And as far as the building goes, we did lease out one section of the building starting October 1st. So perhaps that'll make it a more interesting investment option for anyone looking for investment properties or commercial property. Good evening.